Kellyanne, the Omarosa was the most prominent high-level African-American serving in the West Wing on President Trump's staff. Who now is that person? Who is the most prominent high-level advisor to the president on the West Wing staff right now?
African-American?
Yes.
I would say that, well, first of all, you're totally not covering the fact that our Secretary of Housing and Urban Development and world-renowned
I'm asking you about the White House staff. I'm asking you about the people the president is with every day.
Well, the president works with Secretary Carson every day. He's trying to break the back of the scourge of homelessness and drug
on the White House staff right now?
And we have Jerron, who's done a fabulous job and he's been very involved with Jared Kushner and President Trump on prison reform from the beginning. He's been there from the beginning. He worked with Omarosa and others of us.
Does he have an office in the West Wing, Kellyanne?
He has an office in the EOP, absolutely. The Executive Office of the President, yes.
But not in the West Wing. What does that say to have not a single senior advisor in the West Wing who's African American?
I didn't say that there wasn't, but hold on.
Who is?
Me. There are plenty of people. If you're going by that and not by the actions of the president, which you probably should, then you should look at the fact that we have a number of different minorities. And the fact is that this president is doing well for all Americans. He promised on November 9th, on his election night, he wrote it into the speech. I was there when he changed the speech and wrote it in. He said, I will be the president for all Americans, even those who didn't support me. He said, and there were more than a few. He said in the wee hours of November 9th. And he's made good on that promise. Jonathan, look, you may not want to cover it as much as it should be covered, but the lowest, historically low unemployment rate.
I've said that already twice so far on the show.
I'm sorry.
So don't say we're not covering it.
Because it's a fact. It doesn't get covered enough, just like you gave 24 seconds of coverage to the vice president receiving the remains of American soldiers who fell decades ago in Korea. These things just don't seem as important as Russia